Good morning, and welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for November 3rd, or as Tim Gettys is calling it, iPhone X Day, because he's getting...
He somehow got two iPhones.
He somehow got two iPhones.
Everyone in the world pissed off they're not getting the
My
iPhones
iPhone
as
not
fast.
coming till maybe 2019. We don't know.
Not his first one yet. I mean,
Well, he has one in there, so that'd be his first one.
There is an
wouldn't it, Kev?
iPhone X in this. Kevin, can you get the iPhone X for us?
Kevin,
Can
get the
someone
iPhone X and also bring me a hammer.
Bring me a hammer. We're going to be actually seeing if how good the iPhone X tastes.
We've talked
today. We're going to crack it open like it's a Cadbury egg and see if it's pretty filling inside.
Gee.
My name is Nick Scarpino, of course. Joining me today is Greg Miller. Greg, you haven't been on the show in a while. It's good to see you again.
It's good to be here.
We love you. You're very, very busy planning everything we have to do this weekend, of
Extra
course.
fucking life.
Lots of cool shit going on. I'll get to that in a second. Before I do, of course, sponsored messages. This episode of the Kind of Funny Morning Show is brought to you by kindoffunny.com/store. We have you covered. If you want to go out of your house in just socks and a t-shirt, we got you covered. We got you covered. We'll get to this in a second. We sell all sorts of apparel, little pop sockets, all sorts of things. We don't have pants yet, though. So I would like to say that the Kind of Funny store covers all of your clothing needs, Greg.
But you don't want to lie.
But I can't lie. So if you want to go out with your
other brothers can't tonight.
with your in your birthday suit, half birthday suit, go for it. But
You want to do the
illegal.
Donald Duck, as they call it.
Yeah, you want to do the Donald Duck or the Scrooge McDuck or pretty much anyone in the Duck family. There you go.
Anyone in the Duck family.
Today on the morning show, we're going to be talking about President Trump's Twitter account. Disney's throwing its weight around a little bit with the Last Jedi screenings, and of course, Thor Ragnarok is everything. It's everything, including a live performance. We're talking about that, and then deep dive topic. We're going to go into whether or not The Lion King is actually a live action movie, because it is slated as a live action movie, and Disney's thinking of it as a live action movie. But all evidence speaks to the contrary. Greg,
Yeah.
a couple housekeeping things
Lay 'em
before we
on
go
me.
into the news. Number one,
Before we smash the iPhone.
Are you aware this weekend, from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m., Saturday to Sunday,
Yeah.
25 hours, we will be streaming for the kids.
So are you the one who started this problem?
I said it was 23 hours because we fell behind.
Well, he didn't just-
That's not how math works.
No,
though.
not at all.
Do you understand?
Last year, this exact same thing happened, so we just went 10 a.m. to 9 a.m. That was what we talked about. So I think
That's not marketable.
that's not more. Well, nobody, we just never, we were saying it's a 24-hour stream.
Way back in the 25 hours?
I'm telling you right now, of course, we put the goal at $100,000, right? That's what
We
we
had
want to raise this
$100,000.
year.
Cut the fucking feet, right?
At
Cut the feet.
$100,000, I'm telling you right now, too. I don't think you kids got it in you to get it to $100,000.
Woo!
But I'll sweeten the pot. If you go to 125, I'll stream another 24 hours.
Damn.
I will definitely fall asleep at the table, but I will do it. I will sit there and do another
if
125. I'll do it again.
If you want to watch Greg Miller sleep at a
I'll be
table for 8
bleed
hours,
I'm bleeding out
and
of my
just
eyes.
bleeding out of his eyes, yeah, of course, come join us. All kidding aside. So we are only going till 9 a.m. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, but
Joey just shook her
again,
head.
125. Who knows?
It's fair.
We're going 10 to 10.
We'll start incrementally going up. Well, you know what I mean? It's a lot like.
We also have community streamers after.
We are starting today.
Oh, you're
after-
telling me
after
the community streamers would be upset if they didn't get hosted on Kind of Funny because I was doing another 25 hours?
We gotta figure
They
it out.
would be. No, the answer is yes. They would be very upset about that. We'd figure it out though. We want to get everybody.
Some co-streaming with them.
Sure, yeah, that's the thing. I do an hour of sleep. I come back and I stream for an hour. I do an hour. Just do that for 50 hours as we alternate.
No, Joey, all kidding aside, though, we are starting to host streams after the Kind of Funny Games Daily today, right?
Today.
Sancho West kicking us off with community streaming.
Sancho West is going to kick us off with the community streams. We're going to start building that pile of money, which is already, what are we at right now already with that?
I think it was.
we know?
No, we're past 10 now.
Are we past 10?
Yeah, hold on. I'll go.
The mountain of money
Kindoffunny.com
upon which the
/
Joker sits is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Are we going to light it on fire? Or
No, we're gonna give it to the big beautiful kids.
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Who's the Joker in this show?
Oh.
Okay, I thought...
Right now, currently,
mean,
without us lifting a fucking finger, $13,482,000.
Holy shit.
we are
Lazy.
$112,000 away from you guys being able to watch Greg sleep for 9 hours. Isn't that going to be great? We'll make a little bed for you, like a little porty pillow.
That's not a bad idea either. Is that it's just we stream me sleeping, and then whenever I wake up, I'm like, all right, let's play some fucking games.
That'd be, I mean, I'm in for it. And by in for it, I mean, well, you do whatever the hell you want when I leave. I'm not sticking around for the next 24 hours.
List
Boo.
of things that we need for this weekend.
Okay, so I've ordered Prime same day delivery.
Okay.
Manic Panic blue hair dye.
Yeah.
Manic Panic bleach.
Awesome.
Here's my thing about, because if you didn't know,
And brush.
if you didn't know, I ordered gloves and stuff too.
Perfect.
Okay. If you didn't know, if you cowards can hit $100,000, should I insult them or praise them?
Insult them. Insult them.
Insult them.
You go
cowards
insult. You be bad cop. I'll be good cop.
can raise $100,000. I'm dyeing my hair blue again like college.
You selfish cow. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
No, you're
supposed
the
to say
good
that. I'm
cop.
the good guy.
You're the good guy.
My bad. Also, I think at $101,000, Kevin has agreed to pierce his belly button, right?
Jesus fucking
No,
Christ.
absolutely not.
Are we
No.
getting bongos though? This is for the kids.
I
That.
believe there's a conversation of bongos happening every certain thousand amount. So
So every 1,000 amount you get. So every time we
I
hit
don't know-
1,000.
I don't know what the amount is. We haven't said it yet.
Well, we're at 13.
The conversation
Well,
we've
it's
hit,
not retroactive.
I'm just saying.
what we've been talking about.
It's 100% retroactive.
No, it is not 100%. Joey has also volunteered to get bongoed.
No.
I'm not bongo with Joey. Not in this political climate. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Jen could bongo her.
Yeah,
That's how
Jen
that
can
works.
absolutely bongo her. That's fine. In fact, I'm
It
not sure
has
I'm allowed to
been
touch you
declared
either.
I know you're
that
not.
every $1,000 earned,
Is it 1,000?
we give away a video game.
Fantastic.
God, holy shit.
So that means when we start the stream tomorrow, as of now, we'll have 13,000 video games to give away, I believe.
I think 13 video games.
Oh, right, that's
Might
better.
be the
That's-
math
that's
on
right,
that.
better.
Granted, I'm not great at math. I
Yeah.
don't understand how to spring ahead, fall
Sure,
behind.
sure.
For all I know is we're doing at least a 20-hour stream.
You
We
taking
don't
the
know
phone
which
away?
one.
Are you guys leaving?
For a minute.
Real quick, just show it. Just show it before you go, because I just tweeted out we're gonna smash it.
Let me
Smash
just
it.
show people the difference here, and this is why I'm disappointed, right? I have one of these. I have to wait 6 months. Cool, Ray, can you give me the one? This is why I'm disappointed. This is the brand new phone, right? This is my old phone. It's why don't I just keep the old phone? Look at how much small, like, it's not that much bigger. Look, it fits inside. Practically the same phone. I just upgraded my new iOS. I might take mine back when it comes.
In 4.5 months, you'll flip flop so many times you won't even know where you're standing.
That's fair. Thank you for this. You
Good
might
point.
take the hammer back anyway before Greg hurts me with it. There you go.
I thought we should smash it. Again, Tim doesn't want to fucking get 1 million views.
Tim, remember that kid that bent his and got 1 million views?
My money, guys.
We'll pay you back.
What do you
The
mean?
company will pay you back.
Well, here's what I'm telling you. The company will pay you up to $500
Okay.
if we're allowed to fuck with that phone.
Yeah.
So if I'm willing to invest
Now you-
upwards of $900.
Yes, but you can get the ad rev. We'll give you all of the ad rev from the video.
Great point. Great
So
point.
You can get $15 more on top of that if we get 1 million views, because YouTube really knows how to take care of its creators.
$485.
Man, what a bargain. Let's go, Kev.
All right, back to
Going now?
of course, if you guys want
Let's talk about Extra Life.
yeah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be
I love
fun.
Extra Life.
It's gonna be
Here's
super
my
fun.
thing about Extra Life this year that I'm really proud of us and
Yeah.
happy about is
Yeah.
that it's just us hanging out for
Yeah, it's gonna
24
be
hours.
great.
We've overscheduled before, both years. Overscheduled, here's what we're gonna play, and it never works. And then Colin and I are late to play with the community because we want to do Overcooked, and people get mad, as you should, and blah, blah. We're fixed in it this year. We're playing Destiny at some point. We're playing Friday the 13th. Me and Cool are gonna tear it up.
Yeah.
You hit $125,000. I'll stream another 24 hours, including when I sleep, though. But here's what I'll do. For that 25 hours, you know what I'll do? I'll just play Persona 5 when I'm awake. When I'm awake.
Okay. Okay.
When I'm awake.
I like everything about this. I'm actually very much looking forward to this. Of course, if you guys want to go out there and start supporting now, you can. You can go to, what is this,
Kindafunny.com.
teespring.com/
Oh.
Team Kinda Funny. You want to get the shirt. I'm hawking the shirt. I'm hawking the wares.
Sure.
The shirt. We got the
Here's-
pullover sweatshirt.
Here's what I want you to do. Pull up on the shirt, though. You should have got this ahead of time. This is like your...
Can't get a day of.
This is your wear. This. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joey. Well, the money they're earning for the shirts obviously is coming back to Team Kinda Funny.
Yeah, 100%
but it's
of the
not being
profits.
put in right away. We're trying to bump the number up this weekend to show success. We can't have people buying shirts thinking they're doing it.
Because we don't get.
Fuck the shirts, is what Greg's saying.
I'm saying fuck those shirts.
Fuck the shirts. Although
No,
if
the shirts are awesome.
if you
I'm
do
wearing
want to
mine
donate, 100% of the proceeds go to Kinda Funny's Extra Life, so that's great. And you'll have a little cool thing to tell everyone, hey, I'm better than you, because I donated to a charity.
Shout out to XJoker44 in the chat who says, Greg, do it, you won't. He's like fucking Yoda talking about me in Persona 5. Do it, you won't.
All right, that's it for Extra Life right now. Of course, you guys are going to get at
Lot
least
of cool shit
at
happening.
least
Lot of stupid
24
shit.
hours of that, if not 25, potentially 50.
Here's
We'll
my
see what
next
happens.
question for you about Extra
Yes.
Life. If we hit $100,000, I said I'd dye my hair blue again. I'm much grayer than I was.
Yeah,
Let me just rephrase that question. I
You're
have
old.
gray hair now.
you're old as fuck.
And I didn't last time I did it. Do you think I still need to bleach my hair?
Yeah.
Or could I put it in and have that Superman tinged blue hair? Because it's gonna get in the gray, it's gonna get on the white spot.
I don't know enough
I don't
about
think gray
hair.
hair hold dye well enough.
Sure. Well, with all the respect to blue hair too, it just doesn't hold. Period either.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna last a week before it starts going that really, really light blue, like the kind of funny shirt. Mm-hmm. But we can talk about this later. We'll figure it out. Sorry.
We'll figure it out. Other news: our Thor Ragnarok reacts is live. Cool, Greg, cut over to that. We had an absolute blast watching that movie last night.
Dude,
Good
what a
fun.
movie.
Fun movie. Don't want to spoil it for anyone, but go over and watch our reacts if you want our full spoiler-free and spoiler version. The first 5 to 10 minutes, I think, maybe 5 minutes are spoiler-free. Then
More
we just
than
go.
that. More than that.
We go
We
deep
very
into spoiler
clearly
territory.
announced we're going into spoilers. We go in the spoiler zone there.
Right.
There is an Easter egg. There is a post-credit scene to this that you all need to watch.
Oh, great.
Did you watch it?
No, but I assume it's what you felt. Okay.
Here, I'll show it to you. Okay. Let me just. We won't show it to the audience. Actually, cool, Greg.
Yeah.
Does it?
Here's what I want you to do.
Got
At
it.
some point, does someone sing?
I think I'm already knowing.
That's nothing's gonna happen. So I want you, cool Greg, to go to the wide of just us. Then keep this. Yeah, there you're already reading my mind. And then, but unmute it. Here you go. Pause it. Pause. Bye. All right, here you go. Perfect. Now let it go.
Bye.
Okay.
These are the credits from Contact.
Cool. Wait. You are way more nimble than a man your size should be.
If I was in joggers or sweatpants, I tell you what, I'd be way better even. There you go. It's great.
All right, guys.
We have a lot of fun here, guys.
All right, that's where it is.
That's where it is.
That's where it is. So go check that out, Greg.
Yeah.
It's time for a little news. Our first news story
Mortal Kombat.
proves yet again that truth is stranger than fiction. This comes from TheGuardian.com. President Trump, that's right, he's still our president, his Twitter account was shut down by an employee on the last day of work. This story is wild.
Yeah.
Everyone who has read President Trump's tweets at some point has thought, why don't they just shut that guy's account down, right?
Sure.
Well, someone finally took that into the reality. The story reads, a Twitter employee deactivated Donald Trump's personal account on their last day of work, the company said on Thursday, likely meaning the action was deliberate. It sounds like it was deliberate. I don't think this is anything not deliberate.
Yeah, Twitter government put out a statement saying that that's what happened, right?
Well, I mean, the story goes on to read. The move by the employee, who has not been named, meant that the president at Real Donald Trump's account was down for 11 minutes during the brief period of downtime shortly before 4 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. GMT. Anyone going to the at Real Donald Trump Twitter page would see the message, sorry, the page doesn't exist. I'm sure a lot of people
saw it.
were pissed off and a lot of people were happy. After widespread speculation about what happened, Twitter initially said the account had been inadvertently deactivated due to human error by Twitter employee. Quote, the account was down for 11 minutes and has since been restored. We are continuing to investigate and are taking steps to prevent this from happening again, the company said in a statement. But soon after, the company at TwitterGov's account posted another statement revealing the outage was due to an employee's action on their final day of work. Quote, through our investigation, we have learned that this was done by a Twitter customer support employee who did this on the employee's last day. We are conducting a full internal review, the statement said. The company did not immediately reply to the Guardian's request to clarify the process. Trump went on to tweet about the incident on Friday, hailing it as a vindication that his Twitter was having an impact. This is one of those situations where you read and take out Donald Trump from this.
Sure.
You read anyone's inflammatory tweets. You read tweets that don't agree with you. And the first thing you think is, God, I wish I could take this person's Twitter account down, right?
Never thought that.
You never think that? No. I do. That's my first thought. I look at Donald Trump's tweets and I think this is something that is just, I don't think there's any positivity coming from this. Someone should take his account down. And then I think, no, you can't do that, obviously.
Sure.
For obvious reasons, right? Because people have the freedom to say whatever they want to say on here. But the question then becomes,
They don't, but yeah.
they have the freedom to speak their mind. But the question becomes, Twitter is not a state-run organization, right? Twitter
Right.
is a privately run
Twitter
organization.
is not protected by the First Amendment.
Yeah,
there are terms
taken
of service that you agree to when you sign up for
exactly.
Twitter.
Exactly. So, I don't know, obviously this employee is not acting on Twitter's behalf.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on this story?
It was a roller coaster of emotions when this happens, right? Because it happens and you think, oh shit, Twitter has listened to the people who are like,
Yeah.
stop his account, don't
They
let him
took
put
it
this
down
up.
like Milo Yiannopoulos, right?
Exactly.
They
He's
were like-
inciting violence. He's doing these different
Right.
things, blah, blah, blah. And then have it pop back up as like, oh, glitch in the matrix, something weird happened, blah, blah, blah. And then to have it be, no, it was somebody on their last day do this. At first you're like, wow, What a fucking
Ballsy move.
ballsy rebel move.
Ballsy
Like,
move.
how many people have probably thought about wanting to do that kind of shit when they leave Twitter or leave a site like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's on.
And not
on
even
a
taking
very-
down Trump, but taking down somebody's stuff, right?
someone's
Doing
shit.
something.
An ex-girlfriend.
It's like when
maybe
I
your
want-
mom's account because she's embarrassed.
On our final day of IGN, everything was packed up, but I sat there in the back end, hovering on the Mario Kart Double Dash review, about to make it right. You know,
Yeah.
move it up to an 8.7.
Yeah,
Get rid of the
definitely.
7.9 garbage.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
You didn't
Because
do
you don't
it.
want to do that. You don't want to be
Yeah, it's
unprofessional.
revisionist history.
So to have this happen, to have it be the Twitter employee on the last day, to have it be the president of the United States, to have it be just this insane course of events, right? And the weird thing about it is, one of my friends, or not friends, I guess, an acquaintance who I've worked with before, who hired me for different hosting gigs, he tweeted it today of just like, you know, man, mad props to this guy for doing what so many people probably wanted to. That said, I would never hire this person for another job.
That's the problem, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing where so many people I'm sure are like, fucking yeah, and everybody else is like, yeah, fucking, we're not gonna hire you for stuff. What a fucking unprofessional dick way to go out.
Right, and I feel like maybe I don't know who this person was. I don't know if we'll ever know the name. I'm sure at some point someone will figure it out.
You're definitely gonna
someone
find out
will
who this
figure it
was.
out. But you know this has flavors, a little bit of flavors of like Edward Snowden, right? Someone who's a quote unquote whistleblower, someone who's doing something wrong for the right reasons, right? And it's a complicated debate. I think on this one, no, this person was totally in the wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't think Trump has not violated any of the terms of service. If he had, Twitter would have taken the appropriate action. Theoretically,
Would they
speaking.
have? Yeah, but yeah.
No, I mean it's Twitter potentially, right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. They're a pretty powerful organization, right?
Yeah, but this is the whole problem. I mean, like, we're wading into territory where there's so many people always angry at Twitter because they have such a shitty enforcement of harassment policies. They're getting better about it, but it still is that people send, you know, so many of our friends get death threats or rape threats or whatever,
Right.
and they report it to Twitter, and then Twitter comes back and like, we checked into it, sorry, no violation of terms of services here.
Right.
It's like, well, no, you're not really fucking paying enough attention to how this is or what it is.
Yeah.
And that why this would have been like, holy shit. Like, because here's the thing about Twitter, right? I like Twitter quite a bit. Love Twitter. Use it a lot.
You're pretty big on Twitter.
I'm
I
popular
heard.
on Twitter. It's a big
You got
deal.
what do you have, like 20,000 followers now?
Exactly. And I want to make sure Twitter's around forever. Twitter being around forever, who the fuck knows? It seems like they don't make profits. It seems like they are taking it on the chin all the time from the people who use it of like, hey, Twitter, fucking work about, do something about all these people who are assholes on Twitter. So you worry about it being how much time do they have? What's going to happen? Where's it going to go? This would have been a move of like, we're back in the news for not the right reason, but we're back in the news of, hey, we are taking a stand. We're going up against the president of the United States and saying, blah, blah. And it's that argument of like, outside of, well, I mean, I don't know actually. I wonder with Twitter how it breaks down in terms of, like, I would think it's a more liberal platform, but I know that there are conservatives on it, and then I know that there's radicals on both sides of it, and I know that there's just trolls who want to fuck with everybody in the middle. I would think, though, this would, for the people I see on Twitter, the people I see using Twitter, but of course I'm following people who are like-minded for the most part, seem to all be anti-Trump, right? So it's like, I would think that doing this would be a very strong statement that would go over very well with your core user base and make people go, man, Twitter is making a difference, blah, blah. It would piss off a whole bunch of motherfucking people. But
Right. I mean, the fact of the matter is, and I misspoke when I was talking about Milo Yiannopoulos earlier. I said he was kicked off Twitter for inciting violence. He was not. If the story I remember correctly, it wasn't inciting violence. It was inciting some level of hate speech or whatever.
Sure.
Whatever they saw him for. And I think he has his account back, right? I think they eventually unsuspended him. Either way, it's a complicated argument. But on this side, I think that unfortunately that employee that turned his account off was totally wrong. Look, the fact of the matter is, you might not agree with what our president is tweeting out, but there's nothing illegal or specifically crossing a line about it. You know what I mean? Like he's not crossing their terms of service, so they have there's no recourse on their side to actually shut him down. It's just it's totally in the wrong.
And that's the thing of like,
as much as I want him to stop tweeting.
I don't know if
I agree with
I'm
his
not
ability to
versed
tweet it.
well enough in Twitter's terms of service, right? If Twitter was to follow their terms of service to the letter, I would guarantee they'd be able to throw him off.
You think so?
Yeah, because like it's about bullying and harassment. Doesn't he call like Rosie O'Donnell, and I'm talking about years ago, but Rosie O'Donnell a pig and shit like that, and he calls Kim Jong-un little man and all, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, fuck North Korea, they suck,
But I wonder if you went through their terms of service, if nuclear annihilation was one of them, maybe then they kick them off.
And that's the thing where it's like it's a threat, right? Here's I think one of my favorite things. I saw a quote tweet today that I liked. So, the editor-in-chief of Politico magazine tweeted, It is shocking that some random Twitter employee could shut down the president's account. What if they instead had tweeted fake messages? To which the quote tweet I saw was from a writer over at a writer on the show NBC Chicago Fire. She quotes tweets it and put, "It's almost like Twitter is a casual social media site and not a secure platform the president should use to discuss policy on a whim at 3 a.m." And I'm like, bam,
fair.
there it is. There's what everything's wrong in a nutshell of what's happening here. Where yes, Twitter is social media. It's 140 characters. It's meant to be throwaway, fun times, photo of my kid, whatever
Quick
the
updates,
fuck.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Not meant to be the president is using it as a legit social media channel of, hey, here's what I'm thinking right now as I watch whatever I'm watching.
I'm seeing a few people in the chat completely disagreeing with me, and I see both sides.
Which
of this,
part?
Right? Of saying that it's deleting his account was wrong, right? Or terms of service. Again, I've not read the Twitter terms of service. I don't know, but it is a gray area, and we are in uncharted territory, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time the most powerful person on the planet has been able to communicate with everyone all at once at the same time via just typing something into his phone. So we are in uncharted territory here. Having said that, dialing it back to on a personal level, if I said something a bunch of people disagreed with and some Twitter employee decided to delete my account, I would feel that I was in the wrong.
100%.
You know, I would say like, look, this is a platform that people should be allowed to share ideas. Maybe they're controversial, maybe you don't agree with them, but every human being, or excuse me, any person using it deserves at least the right to use it until they cross that threshold. I don't know if Trump's crossed the threshold or not.
Yeah,
but
I'm not paying enough attention.
Clearly Twitter's not happy about this, and clearly Twitter doesn't want to set a precedent of having some of their employees on their last day be like, fuck you, and delete people's accounts. We can't, that's a ball that starts rolling that you can't stop.
Sure.
So that's my thought on that. It's a complex argument though.
Yes. No, I mean, and that's all about sides, right? And if you wanted to follow the terms of service to the letter, you'd have an argument there, I think. But more than anything, like, this is the thing that I think it would have been a huge moment in Twitter in terms of company history, both good and bad. And now it just looks like a complete fuck up. Because it was, you know what I mean? The fact that, somebody leaving could be callous enough, have enough access to do this and not have to get it approved or worried about from anybody else.
Wild.
It's wild, I think some would say.
Yeah, in slightly less light news.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman is back in the news. Let's pull up
he's
his
trying to
next
get
story.
a documentary going, right?
Trying to get a documentary going about pedophilia and molestation in Hollywood. He's claiming that it runs rampant, and he has named one of his first... Holy crap. There's a Durex commercial in front of me. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Well, now you gotta watch the commercial,
Yeah,
right?
no, I have to do that apparently. He is named one of his first, the people that he's accusing of molesting him. This story comes from Huffington Post. Corey Feldman publicly accused actor John Grissom.
Who's that?
I'm not familiar with him. I don't know. I looked him up and I couldn't.
I'm looking
tell
into
who
it.
he's from. On Thursday of molesting him when Feldman was a Hollywood child star in the 1980s. The Goonies actor named Grissom as one of his multiple alleged molesters during an appearance on the Dr. Oz show, just moments before calling law enforcement officials to report the allegation. That is him, Feldman said, as host Mehmet Oz held up a photo of Grissom on his phone. That is the guy. Feldman, who has alleged for years that he was the victim of Hollywood pedophilia ring, said he wanted to name Grissom in his 2013 memoir, Choreography. Great name for him.
Great
name for him.
I like that.
But his lawyer said no. He said Ron Grissom was the name he chose for Grissom in this book. Those are spelled different. Grimsom, excuse me. Ron Grimsom was the name he chose for Grissom in his book. Apparently he named some people. But
Nobody could
changed their
hide.
names.
Nobody could catch that.
Right.
It's impossible.
It's impossible to do that. Quote, we had to change the names legally, Feldman said. The lawyers made me change the names. They gave me a list of 3 or 4, names. I picked the one that sounded closest to his name. No shit. Feldman has publicly identified former child talent manager and convicted sex offender Marty Weiss as one of the former abusers. He said Monday during an appearance on NBC's Today Show that he would be happy to name 5 other alleged abusers once he gets legal representation. This story has a few more details on it, but I don't think.
John Grissom in License to Drive and Dream a Little Dream.
What was he in?
He was a valet. I don't think, he doesn't sound like he had major roles or anything.
Okay. Weird. The cleanse continues, Greg.
Yeah.
This is an unprecedented time.
If you're a shitbag anywhere in any industry, fucking start sweating bullets.
Jesus Christ. This is wild shit.
People are coming for you.
I mean, obviously we're making light of some of this stuff, but...
Were we?
Well, the choreography. We were joking around about. That's a great name for biography.
I don't think that's making light of it. No, that's a great name for it. If you're watching, Corey, that's a great name for it.
If you ever do a biography, by the way, Gregiography.
No, that doesn't roll off the tongue.
Nickiography? Not as good.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Corey Feldman here.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's seeking justice. He's gone on record and said that he's scared that there's going to be retribution against him. A lot of reasons. I hope that whatever these accusations are, whatever comes to light, is the truth. This is terrible. This is just a continuation of what's been happening in the last 2 weeks, and it is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But hopefully some good will come of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully, right? I mean, the curtain being pulled back and light pouring in on this, you hope only scares these people not to fucking do this anymore, and only shows that you can't get away with this, that you can't escape for years and years and years, even though so many people have already. You hope it's more in the moment now.
That is the hope. Let's turn it. Let's go back to the light side.
Okay.
Or rather, the dark side of the light side.
What the fuck's
a lot of negative news today.
What, really?
Yeah, a little bit here. This comes from Film School Rejects. Says defiant theater owners are refusing to play Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Some exhibitors won't agree to Disney's, quote, top secret terms. Have you heard about this at all?
No, I have not heard about this.
Well, you're about to. We're only 6 weeks away from the last Star Wars film, the latest Star Wars film, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and anticipation for the movie is building to a fever pitch. Disney provided fans a Star Wars fix last December with Rogue One, a Star Wars story, but moviegoers have been waiting nearly 2 years for The Last Jedi to catch up with Rey, Finn, Kylo Ren, and Poe, and reveal the fate of Skywalker clan. And just as fans are preparing to geek out in the movie theaters across the country, there are reports coming out that some theaters are refusing to run The Last Jedi, the year's most anticipated film. Film is reporting via the Wall Street Journal that the Walt Disney Company's acquisition of Marvel and Lucasfilm has given them an inordinate amount of power and influence over the exhibitors who screen their films. The article states, for Rian Johnson's Last Jedi, Disney is forcing theaters to agree to secret terms, which many theater owners are calling the most onerous they've ever seen. Some theaters are pushing back against Disney's demands by refusing to show The Last Jedi. The article lists Disney's terms as follows. Those terms include the fact that Disney will receive 65% of the revenue from ticket sales, the highest percentage a Hollywood studio has ever demanded. They're also forcing theaters to screen the film in their largest auditorium for at least 4 weeks. For previous Star Wars movies, the studio has required 64% of the revenue for ticket sales and 4-week commitments, but typical Disney movies only require a 2-week commitment. Theaters break these conditions must face a penalty, dishing out an extra 5% of their ticket revenue, bolstering Disney's cut to 70%. Typically, studios require that theaters provide 55 to 60% of ticket sale revenue for domestic releases. Yeah. I'm torn on this one as well. I mean, it is Disney's prerogative to negotiate.
Yeah.
Having said that, I've talked about how this is probably not helping theaters. It's probably expediting the death of theaters if you're actually going to squeeze them.
Then do it.
Oh, man.
Tell you what, I'm watching Thor Ragnarok last night. Had a great experience.
Great experience.
First time in a while, we've had a flawless Alamo Drafthouse
The
experience.
wings of Alamo Drafthouse, they've listened. They've gotten better. They're not great, but they've gotten better.
If you want to know what I think was the turning point for it, is that we got in there early for the pre-show entertainment, at which point we could order and get things in a timely fashion. We were ready to go.
Yeah.
There wasn't the hullabaloo of people running around trying to figure out what's going on. It was all set up the way it should. The wings, good. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not
Bad.
underwhelming.
I ate them and I'm like, good. I'm happy with this. I'm
Yeah.
happy with these. The fried pickles, they've cut the spears in eighths, which is great because
So
it used to be
they're super
quarters.
small. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
super small. They were more like a pickle French fry, and I liked that.
Okay.
And I kidded myself that they were low carb, but they weren't.
No,
there was a
no,
ton,
they
there
were
was a
low carb
good
at all.
half an inch
There
of
was a lot
breading
of
around
carb
those
there.
sons
There were
of
a lot of
bitches.
carb there, yeah.
Have they redeemed themselves?
They have not redeemed themselves, but they are well on the road to redemption.
They never wronged me so badly that I
Tim
was,
hates it, right? Who's the
it's
one in our
Kevin
group?
that hates
Kevin
it.
hates it. He doesn't like a little
hates it.
light. He doesn't like a light.
lights are too bright. Like, what are you fucking talking
It's
about?
not bad.
The problem is Kevin's so small. I think the lights are on the underside of the table, right at eye level for him.
It's
as he
possible.
tries to paw his way up to watch the movie. Fucking mountains of food all around him.
Jesus. Kevin, what'd you get to eat last night? Oh, that's Cool Greg. Cool Greg, by the way,
cool?
does not like the light either.
Yeah, I know.
He does not like it. He took his Escape from Alcatraz beanie off and shoved it in the light, and then about 5 seconds later, it just fell off onto his lap.
Yeah.
And then he gave up. He's like,
I've told
I
them
can't do
both
this
before,
anymore.
just bring gaff tape.
That's a good
If
point.
it's such a big deal, just
Or
you're done.
just punch the underside of the table until either your hand
do
or
the
the light
damage.
gives.
No, or whichever one falls
Whichever
first.
one falls first.
Andy, how do you come down to the Alamo Drafthouse?
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fine.
Good.
I feel like the picture quality could be better.
Well, you know what? You know where the picture quality is great? At your house, where soon you'll be able to watch movies day and date digital and not have to worry about it. And when you have a funny laugh moment in Thor Ragnarok on opening night, and then
I
they
can
immediately
rewind it.
followed up by another joke, you rewind to 10 seconds to see it
Or
again.
you have subtitles on.
I don't. Subtitles ruin it.
Don't
don't fall on Jen's
If you're
side.
watching a movie with subtitles, you're a monster. Okay.
What?
I think we
You're a
did that
monster.
way
Yeah?
before today.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
No.
watch movies with subtitles
All
on?
the time.
Why?
Me
What's
too.
wrong with you? Why do you need it?
So
You
I
too
can
cool,
hear
Greg?
What the fuck they're saying?
Why don't you turn the volume up and put your fucking
Because
switch
sometimes they
down,
have
you
weird
fucking monster?
accents. Sometimes they have weird accents.
Well, that's called a foreign film. They're speaking a different language. That's what you watch.
No, Lord of the Rings, man. Fucking.
Of course, Lord of the Rings. Of
Game of
course, it's all
Thrones.
made up
I'm
garbage.
gonna talk about these things. And
You love Game of
miserable.
Thrones, God damn it!
I have watched every.
Come with me and find the book. Why don't you
I'm Schmiegel. Listen, I've watched every episode of Game of Thrones, and yeah, they have some weird accents. But you know what? I'm a world traveler. I've been to those countries.
It's true.
I
He's
understand
been
those
there.
accents.
He's been to
'cause I'm not-
Westeros.
I haven't just stayed in fucking far Texas my entire life and dealt with those weird
You
accents.
know my city.
RBG.
I like your city.
RGB.
It's a cool name.
Rio Grande Valley.
What was it? We don't
They
mess
play
around
no
with
games.
RVG.
They don't play no games.
We don't play no games.
You don't play no games.
I don't say we. I say
We
that.
got off topic here, but I guess in a great way. Let's just move on to the
I
next
love
news story.
subtitles, yeah.
You love subtitles. You're a monster.
I gotta watch them with Jen now. She has to have the subtitles on because she doesn't understand English that well, or it's not her first language. So I gotta watch.
You fucking made this bad.
And so I just read ahead all the time, like I'm ruining the movie.
Drew Baca 1313 in the chat brings up a very valid point. I think it's one that we should actually probably just put. That'll put the pin in this whole thing. He says Lord of the Rings needs subtitles because it isn't good. It's no Clerks.
Yeah.
It's a. I'm saying
it's the worst.
truer
argument.
words have never been spoken. Is all I'm
It's
saying.
the worst
Subtitles for a
argument of
movie
all
where they
time.
just walk.
Yeah,
Great
crunch,
point.
crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm hungry,
and then
give
it
me
goes,
second
quote,
breakfast.
Music. Ha, ha, ha. My feet are so big, Gandalf. I have big feet.
Says the girl who loves Grease 2 over here.
No, Joey's opinion has been completely invalidated.
So now I'm
in
gonna
all
put
of
out a
this.
poll on Kind of Funny.
Right.
I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Do you prefer movies with subtitles on?
No. Do you watch movies with
watch
subtitles
movies
on?
with
That doesn't. I'm not gonna put that out there.
Why?
Because even if you don't actively watch movies with subtitles on, you've watched a movie with subtitles on, so you're gonna say yes. What is the argument we're making?
The argument is
The argument seems like, is Andy dumb?
No, there is no argument. It's just a.
Just put out, is Andy dumb? Yes
It's
or
a
no?
personal preference.
Is Andy dumb? Yes or no?
It's a person. I'm gonna delete that fucking tweet as soon as it goes up. motherfucker.
I love that day 3 of the Lord of the Rings versus Clerks argument is still going. And it's still going because I'm perpetuating
It's so
it.
stupid.
I am very much perpetuating this. And I love it. Cool, Greg.
Yo.
Bring up the next news story. This is just a delightful, delightful piece of news. We saw Thor Ragnarok last night. We all unanimously just thought it was a blast. We had a great time watching the movie. We came back, we did a great reacts. But as if that wasn't enough. Now, I said on the reacts yesterday, little spoilers, that certain projects you watch and you go, it looks like they had a lot of fun making that. And I don't know, maybe they're just really good actors, and maybe it was a horrible shoot. But when you watch the improv that came out of that, it looks like Jeff Goldblum was having a blast, Chris Hemsworth having a blast, everyone was just having a blast, Kate Blanchett getting in on the joke. And you think to yourself, these guys might be pretty cool. Well, they just proved me right in this. This comes from the Hollywood Reporter. Thor Ragnarok cast acts out live performance for surprise theater. Andy, have you seen this?
No, I have not.
James Corden and the cast of Marvel's Thor Ragnarok crashed the screening of the new film at the Grove in Los Angeles this week to perform a 4D live performance of the superhero movie. Shortly into the film's opening scene, Corden cut into on-screen to inform the confused and slightly irritated by the looks of them audience that they had purchased the ticket to the future. He then introduced himself as he walked out in person before the crowded theater. Beside him, stagehands dressed the front of the theater with cosmic backdrops as Corden read stage direction. In came stars Chris Hemsworth, sporting a dollar store Thor costume and long blonde wig and hammer. Next, Tom Hiddleston, followed by Kate Blanchett, the goddess of the death, and pretty much the entire cast. So Jeff Goldblum comes out as well as Mark Ruffalo, and they reenacted the entire movie for a surprised and delighted theater. Now, if I had been in that theater,
You would have booed.
What a joy
I would have done whatever it took
to touch
to
his
take a
ass.
piece of Chris Hemsworth home with me,
Right.
if you know what I'm talking about. When he, spoilers, took his shirt off in Thor Ragnarok yesterday, did I not audibly gasp?
You did?
Did I not
I think
audibly...
somebody said goddamn.
looked-
I
wasn't it?
believe I said
You
goddamn.
looked at us and you said, Jesus Christ.
That was it. That was it. That was it.
Because he is Jesus Christ.
He's ripped.
He is our Lord of
I was
Savior.
telling Greg and Jen that when he had his shirt off, it looked like it was CG. Like it was so perfect.
God damn, that's all I have to say.
Glistening pectorals.
All I have to say is, I don't know what amount of work you need to put in to yourself to do that.
He's a professional makeup artist with a gun with paint in it.
Oh, the spray paint.
Don't try to take away from this, Janina. All
And
right.
it's a ton of work. It's a science diet. And it's also makeup, my love.
No, those are all
I'm
muscles.
fine with all of that. Whatever they did, whatever the artistry that you people in Hollywood do to make this magic, it had the desired effect on me. There was fear, there was befuddlement, there was excitement, there was
respect.
love, there was respect. And there was just the knowledge that in life there is the alpha male, and then there's me. Just down here right here.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
With the beta.
There's the alpha, there's like the panther, and then there's the Garfield riding on the panther's back. And they're riding into the sunset.
Garfield did not ride on
He ate
Garfield.
lasagna though, and
He
I
did.
ate my fair share of lasagna
He hates
growing up.
Mondays.
Yeah.
He does hate Mondays.
That
You
is a
guys-
big old part of it.
Everyone in the chat, go over to the Late Late Show with James Corden and check out this clip. It is actually really, really
Cool,
funny.
Greg,
and
could
they
you
had
do me a
great time
favor,
doing
go
this.
back to the doc, and then pull up the link I put at the very, very top?
Chris Hemsworth has never worn makeup a day in his life. I can confirm that through sources. Mm-hmm. Through Hollywood sources.
This is great. This is a great
Throw
time.
up the poll, Cool Greg, vote, and then let's see what's up. Is Andy dumb is happening right now? Yes, no, RGV don't play no games.
That's right. That's what I'm liking, Cool Greg. I like
He's
that.
right now. Cool Greg's voting RGV.
Let's
don't play
see
no
where we're
games.
at.
Let's see.
Let's
Hit
see
it.
where we're
Hit
at.
it.
That's a good.
Damn. No.
30% say Andy is dumb. 37 says he is not dumb, and 33% say RGV don't play no games. We'll see how this nets out.
There it is.
Good point.
11 minutes
There it
left in
is.
this poll, so we'll see how that goes for everybody.
That's pretty much it for the news. There's some Shazam news, but I don't know. Mark
Don't miss a second of
Shazam. There we go.
Overwatch World Cup.
That's it. Cue up your tips if you guys want to give
I like
us
how
a
they're like
tip.
Green Lantern's Mark Strong up for Shazam villain role. They showed
Yeah,
me the
that's
picture. I'm like,
weird.
this is a guy, he's a
Mark
character
Strong.
act. He's been in like a million things, right? Like that. I don't jump to that. Green Lantern.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Not the least of which was Kingsman series. I love him in that.
Yeah, that's the big one. I would think.
Very, very good.
That seems like a big one.
So that's awesome. Maybe he is the villain in Shazam. That'd be great. Of course, queue up your tips. If you guys tip us at the $5 or above level, we will read any comment, including whether or not Andy is stupid, and especially if
dumb.
Clerks is better than Lord of the Rings. If you guys want to leave us a tip, you can also leave us a cheer. I don't know how those work yet, and I have yet to look into them.
Please
but
read 'em.
apparently, if there's
If you give
500 or
500
above,
of 'em.
we will read those as well. You can
700 now.
700 or above. It's 1,000 or above for the cheers.
A million
Or you can
cheers.
just give us $5 and stop screwing around with Microsoft points. Quick deep dive topic for everyone. We're going a little late on this show right now.
Sorry, Janina. She's mad.
She just shrugged.
She hasn't been this mad since somebody said Thor didn't use any makeup.
That's fair. That's
Talk
fair.
about
You
Tessa,
can talk
she was
about Valkyrie.
awesome.
Did you watch it? You seen Thor yet?
She was phenomenal.
Some friend you are.
First off, everyone in this cast, phenomenal. Great chemistry. Great job. I mean, this. It's one of those things like it was just a pleasure to watch that movie yesterday.
Yeah.
Had a great time. What an experience.
Yeah.
It's one of those films you watch and you're like, that's a project I wish I could have just been on set one day to watch them hanging out together and maybe steal some of Chris Hemsworth's wardrobe.
I just wanna hang
I don't
out
know.
with
Just maybe
Goldblum.
steal a little bit about it. You know?
That's the real deal.
Hang on, the Goldie?
Yeah.
With Goldblum?
Goldblum's great.
Doesn't he have like a jazz band or something?
Yeah,
He
he's
does,
he's
yeah.
a very accomplished jazz pianist, if I'm not mistaken. And also, he does that thing where he goes, and then starts playing, and everyone just melts. He just melts.
Oh.
Yes,
That's the Lord of the.
sir.
That's Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nature.
Life
No,
finds a way.
life.
God,
What
is
damn
it life?
Nick.
It's still one. Come on.
Shut up, Andy.
There's 5 words in that.
No, there's not. There's 10 us, and then there's life finds a way, and he has the sigil chest. Here's my question to you guys.
Lay it on me.
Last topic: is the new Lion King movie live action or an animated film?
It's gonna be CG animated.
But this is the question that a lot of people are asking, including the Hollywood Reporter. With the virtual production questions once again surround the blurring of the lines between live action and CG. Is Disney's retelling of The Lion King live action or animated? It's a question that was raised once again on Wednesday after the studio announced the voice cast for Jon Favreau's adaptation. But frankly, it's a question that isn't new to the animation and visual effects community. The story is asking this because there are no live actors in this. It is all going to be CG, but they're still categorizing it as a live-action movie.
Well, they call it the live-action Jungle Book because one person was real.
But he was at least real in it,
yeah,
right?
I mean, but when 99% of it is fake and animated, you still call it a live action. I guess they're still calling it this because it's not a 2D cartoon. It's 3D.
Janina's doing a lot of
characters.
this.
Gina's doing some things.
This is
You
mocap?
guys are, like,
Come
talking
here!
about-
Come here!
You come in.
I'm supposed to be on the next show.
I know, but this
You can talk
show
about
is
whatever you
just a
wanna talk
garbage truck barreling down the fucking street on fire.
It's, at this
Ooh,
point,
she
I
dropped
think the garbage
ponytail.
truck
She's
stopped
getting
right around the
fucking
time we tried to
serious.
get political earlier today.
It's just weird that you're talking about this stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, guys.
Cool,
Let's
Greg,
go
go
watch.
watch.
Cut to the
cool
full shot here.
opinions.
Listen, when something's live action, it's also it's the way that things are captured, right? So if you're using a motion picture film, right, and you're shooting an environment. So if somebody comes in here and shoots this environment instead of animating the entire background and everything, that's live action, right?
Interesting.
So you're in it, you're a live person or whatever.
Yeah.
No, he's dead inside.
You now have dots all over you and you're doing performance capture.
Just like in high school.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still live action.
Okay.
In that way. Now, if they animate it from top to bottom and including the environments, that is an animated CGI environment. Goodbye.
Cool, thank you. That was helpful. That's Hollywood.
And that's the final that
Topic
is
was
it.
decided.
Janita came in just to give that one opinion. She's not joining us for any other shows later, so we'll thank her and say goodbye.
Andy, you like Linkin Park.
Okay. I don't know if I mean,
Let him go.
really.
Let him go. Let him go.
I was just gonna say, when
Where are we
somebody
at?
says top to bottom, do you then do the rest of the lyrics of bottom to top again in the cold and the forgotten? No,
Never,
no, okay,
no.
No.
I wasn't that hard into them at all.
Crawling in my skin. Remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Your falsetto was so pretty.
Thank you, Janine.
It's too much pressure to take. Chocolate starfish.
Nope.
No? That's a different
You
one?
were right the first
Different
time.
band?
The second time was
Totally different band.
Rap rock band.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's read some tips, Greg.
You want me to read some?
Yeah, go ahead and read some tips.
Yeah, let's go into the tippers. Bobby the Douche gave us some cheer bits, but it wasn't to the 700 minimum. Warren Pulowski gave us real money and says, "Hi guys." He says, "Hey." Sometimes I switch hi and hey a lot.
It's fine.
Hi guys.
Doesn't matter.
I'm running for Board of Education in Milford, Connecticut, 3rd District. The election day is this Tuesday. Wish me luck. And if you'd be so kind, Greg, please ask any Milford kinda funny homies to vote. I'm gonna do it. Hold on, I'm gonna look up his
Sure.
platform though, because if it's all about like,
If he
we
hates
should just
bikes.
banish kids.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that'd be a good one, right? Though.
Hey,
Too many
I'm
fucking
ready
kids
for
in
the
world.
Board of Education, and
Too
I
many
hate
kids in the world, too many strollers and Starbuckses. This. If I ran for a political office, this is what I would banish. No more strollers and Starbucks. You want to come into a Starbucks with your kid? You got to handhold that thing like it's a watermelon, like it's Jennifer Grey in the watermelon scene in Dirty Dancing. Do you understand me? Joey doesn't get that reference because all those movies from that time period, she just lumps into Grease 2, and she watches that over and over and over again.
So much.
And it's like,
Dirty Dancing, one of my favorite movies.
well, Dirty Dancing, one of the greatest movies ever made.
It has Patrick Swayze in it, so obviously.
P. Swayze, one of the best jokes. No spoilers. We're not going to get into the joke, but one of the best jokes from last night's Thor Ragnarok. Little callback.
So
to P.
Warren
Swayze.
Pulowski is a
I'm talking
candidate
about.
for the 3rd District Board of Education. Warren is an author, editor, marketer, social media aficionado, graphic designer, woodworker, and most importantly, husband and father. He's running for the Board of Education to ensure Milford's education system is the best it can be, both for his son Matthew and every other child in the city. Went to the University of Connecticut. He's the author of 2 novels, Sanity's Flaw and The Nobodies, and provides a bi-monthly video series.
He sounds like someone I'd like to have a drink with, Greg.
The thing about this is, Greg,
that's-
Real American.
Greg,
hero.
you've spent more time researching this guy's platform than you did the Canadian Greg Miller.
That's not true.
The thing is this. I think
guess
that
that's
you
true.
are being un-Greg right now. Just gut reaction, what do you think? What do you think?
Spider-Man?
Support or no support?
Hey Milford, Connecticut, it's me, the internet's Greg Miller. You know me, kindafunny.com. I won Trending Gamer of the Year 2015. I'm sure you all saw it. It was a
a
very
while
good
ago.
speech. People talk about it
was
quite
a long
bit.
time ago,
yeah,
actually.
shh. I'm here to talk to you about the Board of Education. You know what I always say? Children are the fucking future.
They are. They really are.
And I'm saying
Whether we
right
want 'em
now,
or not.
in Milford, Connecticut, you got a bunch of bozos up there over there. You know what they're teaching kids left and right? Hey, you want to brush your teeth? Take the toothpaste and then you put the toothbrush on top of it. No, you take the toothbrush and you put the toothpaste on top of it.
So simple.
I heard that
Even
you
a
have
kid
a
can do it.
kindergarten teacher there, and they said, let's talk about the ABCs, and then she just made the kids roll in broken glass. Is that really the education system you want, Milford, Connecticut? I don't think so. And that's why
Milfred.
I'm coming up in faking where I live, so I can vote for Warren Pulowski.
There it is.
Did you know he's wrote books?
He's wrote books. Yeah.
Oh my God! He wrote so many books!
All right, he wrote 2 books.
No!
I think he wrote 2 books, and we're not sure the quality of the books. We have not read the books. We should just preface this whole thing.
Right now,
don't
we
know
have a
anything
young
about
fan
this.
in the office, and he told me he'd love to get a drink with Warren. So that, I think, is all you need to know.
He
What, do
is-
you
that
want your
fan is
children
up-
drinking with the next Board of Education supervisor?
This might have been.
Listen here, 3rd District. There's chances to not fuck this up. You're living one right now. If you fuck it up, you know what happens? All the kids, no eyeballs. Vote for Warren Pulowski.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
That was a
Nailed it.
rousing
Crushed it.
level of support for
Crushed it,
Warren
you know what I
Pulowski.
mean?
I'm sure Polanski, is it Pulowski?
Pulowski.
will very much appreciate
Hey,
that endorsement, that ringing endorsement.
We needed to go a little bit more in depth because when I threatened just to come to Calgary, they weren't scared. Now we got Connecticut scared of Greg Miller. They don't want me coming over there
don't want you
sniffing
there.
around
Oh,
because
we're
they
here.
know if there's one thing I love, it's kids with no eyes. Bobby the Douche gave us a cheer, not enough of the bits. Jordan gave us a tip and said, Greg, that new Taylor Swift song though, call it what you want. I'm calling it a goddamn hit. I enjoyed it. I liked what I heard. I just
Is it
sat
the
down.
look what you made me do? Look
No,
what
she
you
put out a
just
new.
made
While
me
we were
do,
at
look
Thor,
you
she
do.
put out another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Why
She's
can't
getting
she
ready.
wait?
Because the album's coming up.
We were-
Stoke the fires.
We were clearly busy last night. Did no
Yeah.
one tell her that we were
Sure.
watching Thor?
No, I don't think we
dare
did.
her.
I don't think we
dare
did.
Can we call up Taylor right now and tell her that that's unacceptable behavior coming from a friend, a best friend?
I'm trying to think. I mean, we could try. If we called Michael Clifford, right, from 5 Seconds of Summer, he knows her. So if we called him, but he's
you think he
probably
would
in
deliver a
Australia.
message? Why don't you just tweet at her and tell her totally unacceptable, but we love the song?
No, Rich George did it last night. I don't need to. He already expressed our feelings.
Thank you. Okay, good.
And then the final tip for right now is Conversation with a Nerd says, sitting on squishy toilet seats are like pressing your butt against someone else's butt and then pooping into their butthole. American Vandal, great show. We're all big fans of it. Then while I said that, Reese the Best tipped again and said, or just tipped and said, there are 6 movies in the Lord of the Rings verse and 6 films in the View Askew universe. So maybe they're equally great? Wrong, because Kevin Smith makes films, not movies, and films are art.
Oh my
What the fuck does
God!
that even mean?
There was so much knowledge dropped out in your beady little stupid
Such a
brain.
Stupid. Take your tip back. We don't want your fucking money.
Well, you were right there, right? And you thought you were taking your little pawn and making a checkmate, and then boop, the
And then
horse
boom, you got-
and the king and the queen came in.
Yeah, the rook came in.
And they went dunk dunk, double checker.
Now, Greg, I'm gonna read PSL of his best friend XOXO. Can
Okay.
you please check in on the poll
I will check.
and
them.
let us know whether or not Andy is dumb?
Sure.
Because when I voted for yes,
Yeah.
the yes was in fact the
Losing.
majority.
Oh,
It was
okay.
the majority.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Oh my God! Cool, Greg, throw up the poll. Refresh the poll, Cool,
it's
Greg.
So close.
We have the poll is ending. It says ... and the yeses are winning.
I don't know. Did it just end?
This is some great. This is a great harbinger for what's going to happen in Milford, Connecticut, when all these eyeless children get their eyes back and open to the future that is Board of Director Warren Pulowski.
What does that tweet have to do with this?
Kids don't need eyes, right? They
I'm
can
just
feel
campaigning.
around. They can just feel
I'm
around.
campaigning. You know what I mean? For Andy is dumb.
If I ever decide
The RGV does play games.
Hold on, I gotta
It's
vote.
over. It's over.
it's
over.
done.
It says poll ending ... I think you still have time to get in there.
If
you don't have much.
I ever run for political office, could you please stay away from me?
Not at all. Not
Okay.
at all. Bring it up.
You're
Great.
not gonna hire him to be your campaign manager?
I'd probably hire Tim to be my campaign manager, but Greg could be my head cheerleader.
Well,
Is
no,
that-
that
is
would
that
be
something I
the
have?
exact opposite of what you want, right? Because then I'd be coming at it.
I just want to party.
Oh, he's on a party. I can
Yeah.
do that. Sure.
PSL of his best friend XOXO is your opportunity to nominate someone in our community you feel is doing an outstanding job of being a human being. You go to kindafunny.com/bestfriend, fill out the form, just like Josh Weber did. Josh is shouting out Robert Ingalls. He says, Robert has to be one of the best people on this planet. I went through a pretty rough breakup with a girl I was with for 5 years since I was 16 and took it really hard. I was convinced this was it for me, and I went to some pretty dark places. Robert was always there with some great advice and words of encouragement, which dragged me through the hardest weeks until now when I feel like a functional human again. He encapsulates what this community should be, and I would still be struggling if it wasn't for him. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's what I like to hear.
That's what it's all about. That's the community we're building here.
That's what I like to hear.
We like to be supportive of each other. We like to love each other. We like to have fun, but not at anyone's expense. Cool, Greg, please show me the final results. Andy is dumb. It has been decided. We won! Now get up to Milford, Connecticut, all you fuckos, and get there. You get the whiskey and you vote for Board Director of Education, Warren Pulowski.
He's gonna rue the day he met you. I'll tell you that.
I want everybody riding on motorcycles like crazy.
Like Hell's
fuckers.
Angels, just stabbing kids' eyes out, throwing candy at them. Like, yeah,
Swinging
have more sugar.
chains, we're here for
You little
Warren.
shits. We've come for your daughters, Chuck. It's giveaway time, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, how do you win? Well, each and every day we reach in our little grab bag of games, codes that are donated to us, and we throw one out there. There's one lucky winner in the audience. There's 4 different ways you can amplify your chances of being one of those lucky winners. 1, you can watch this show live. Hey, it's a live show. Spoilers, that's why we go to the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're effing up, son. You gotta be in the chat every day. That's way number 1. Way number 2, you can subscribe to our fine channel. here at twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. You can do that by either giving us your hard-earned money, or if you have Amazon Prime, which I know each and every one of you does, you get one free Twitch Prime subscription. You got to re-up it every month. It's a big pain in the A, but we really appreciate it. So if you could do that, that'd be great. If not, give it to someone. Ways number 3 and 4 to win this code today are you go to patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Support at the $2 or above level. You also, spoilers, get the perks of the $1 or above level, which means you get early access to all of our awesome content, like Cooking with Greggy or Party Mode.
Season finale, Cooking with Greggy Monday.
Woo! What's on the menu?
That is that Spanish chicken thighs with chorizo.
Woo! That's the one I took home and ate and wish that I'd taken more home.
Yeah, I understand.
It was
I'll make it for
fantastic.
you anytime.
Oh, coming over.
Okay.
Coming over. Congratulations to our winner today, who has won Uncanny Valley on the Xbox One from the Twitch chat, S.Lee86. You have won. You are a winner today. You woke up this morning, you're like, I got nothing going on for me, and guess what? Today, as of right now, you're a winner, sir or ma'am. Sir and or ma'am. Greg?
Yeah.
3 and 3 times.
It's time for the Pat and Moriarty 3 and 3. That's 3 non-sub questions, 3 sub questions. Then we move over to Kinda Funny Games Daily with Jeannie and Anna. Then we kick off Extra Life. Community streams being hosted. We're live at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Maybe we go for 25 hours. Maybe we go for 50. Who knows? Nobody knows where it's going to go.
Maybe we hit $100,000 in 2 hours and I go home and watch the UFC fight.
Oh, no.
No?
I'm telling you, just watch it here. Go in the other room and
I'm
watch
worried-
it.
I'm worried about
Every
the
fight,
bandwidth.
come in and be like, all right, here's the recap on what happened. This guy punched that guy for a little bit. It was really boring. It went the full thing. And then just somebody got awarded. And then you'll come in. The one was 30 seconds long and everybody's mad about it. And that's the UFC. Right, Cool Greg?
Good
What I'd say.
Now, if you want to talk about real fighting, Cool Greg,
Yeah.
WWE.
100, yeah.
Yeah, nothing screams reality more than the WWE, the World Wrestling. What does the E stand for?
Entertainment. World Wrestling Entertainment.
World Wrestling Entertainment.
Jump in the
There
chat.
used to be an R afterward. It used to be World Wrestling Entertainment Reality, but they cut that. No surprise. No surprise. What do you got for me in the chat?
I'm looking.
Queue up your questions, comments, compliments, concerns.
Ooh, Titan Matrix says, what's the extra life goal to hit to make Nick play games topless?
You know that my number one fear in life is being shirtless, so there is no goal that will allow me to do that. Having said that, I will definitely make Kevin take his shirt off at the $5 or above level. So if
Okay.
we raise $5,
Sure.
what? We're already at 13,000. Bongos.
Bongos. Yeah, he's gonna get bongoed.
He's getting fucking
getting
bongoed so hard. If there's a silver lining to helping kids,
Yeah.
is that we get to do it at the expense of Kevin.
Of course.
And
that's the
so
big thing. That's all we all
great.
want. How do you
It's-
help children, but also keep him down?
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
Kevin way down. You know what I mean?
Kevin is a big child, so it kind of nets out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Wild Panatone says Nick is a never nude. And that's not true. I'm nude all the time. I just don't like doing it on camera because I hate my body. Greg will pay us to be able to take his shirt off. Yeah, Greg would pay you to be able to take his shirt off. He likes taking his shirt off. Spoilers, go
When you
watch
got
our
it, flaunt
reacts
it.
and stay till the end.
When you got it, you flaunt it.
It's true. Friendzone Hugh says, hey, Greg and Nick, I'm moving from Texas to LA next year. Seeing as how Andy moved from around where I'm at, I live in the armpit of Texas, Corpus Christi, I was wondering if you had some pointers or things to say about a big move like this.
Andy!
Big old Andy, get in here.
You know, I moved from Missouri, similar thing.
Yeah.
I packed light, didn't bring that much stuff, because you want to, first off, there's no room out here, but you also, the fact is, we got a guy who's going to move from the armpit of Texas, Corpus Christi, out to LA. He was looking for tips from you, because you've just done it recently. What are tips for the big move? How do you deal with the big move?
Is he driving? Well,
Yeah,
this isn't a real time.
No, this isn't a real-time conversation. Like, what's been the biggest adjustment for you here in the California lifestyle?
Parking and weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Temperate weather.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parking's hard.
Buy a bunch of jackets.
Buy a
Parking
bunch of
sucks.
jackets.
I don't
Well,
drive
he's
anywhere.
going to LA. He won't need the
I
jackets.
drive to work and back home.
It's 117 degrees in LA
Gotcha.
all the time.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
He doesn't need jackets. Yeah, I think the biggest adjustment for you was how many bomber jackets am I going to buy?
Yeah.
And now you currently own 15 of them.
For him, it's gonna be how quickly can he become a celebrity in LA?
There you go.
Okay.
There you
What's
go.
the fast track to becoming a real Hollywood movie star?
Okay.
Try to get it done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I feel like if you push hard, you put the time in at Starbucks, you can get it done in a week and a half.
Yeah.
It's super easy.
No,
Janina, that's how it worked for you, right? 2 weeks in Hollywood, you were a movie star? Yeah, she says
it's
yeah.
just
Okay.
networking is really all it is.
Sure, sure.
Talking to the right people, like Scorsese's over here. Hey, you know.
You know, yeah,
exactly.
having a cool
That's how you
Instagram
talk to
account is easy, right? You just do it.
Ron Howard has a house, right? Camp out.
Yeah.
You'll talk to him.
Or better yet, surprise, I'm in your house, Ron Howard. What are you gonna do now?
Oh man, you're making that solo movie. I'd love to be in that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just like I'm in
Wait,
your
it's already
bathtub.
done, right? Yeah.
Finished production.
I can do a
my
voice. JP Collins writes in and says, "Is there any chance of a Kinda Funny World Championship match during Extra Life?" There's a great chance of that. However, of course, the commissioner Xavier Woods needs to plan that. That's how it happens
Smash
now.
Bros. Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Smash
Nick's just
Bros.
gonna win again.
Bong.
What?
Yeah.
Nick's
It
just
might
gonna
be
win.
Tim. I bet you Tim's gonna win.
He's never gonna win.
Tim's never gonna win
Yeah,
anything.
exactly,
Tim doesn't care enough.
I'll destroy the fucking Wii U.
Striven says, Nick, Askew universe or Lord of the Rings universe? I think we've covered this enough over the last few
already
days.
covered it, Kevin
But I'm
Smith.
happy to go right back in. Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith.
Nelson Baker 88 says, "My wife totally noticed your Loot Crate Batman mug." Or is it Greg's? I think it's cool Greg's, right?
I just go through our giveaways.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool Greg just going through the boxes. All right, I can deal with that. I can do it. And then
Let's go into sub-bowling.
No, we're in sub
Oh, we're only in
I'm
sub-bowling,
looking for
got it.
one final question so we can transition over to Kinda Funny Games Daily.
Lakers head 2432 said, hey, to the guy who moved to LA, we'll hit up a Lakers game together and watch him lose. I'll add that last part.
There we go. My man.
I added that last part because NorCal, right Cal, right? Isn't that what we said?
No, I don't even.
Spurs or Lursers. It's Friday.
NTR 811 gets the final
Wait,
question
come on.
of the day and says, "Where does Janina stand on the Lord of the Rings versus Clerks debate? What's the better?
Let's
not
prep-
franchise.
we gotta preface this.
The
Better-
entire franchise?
Yeah.
Like,
The View
Now,
Askew universe
Don't forget
or
that
the
there are
Tolkien
2
garbage
Clerks
universe?
movies.
I did.
But again, remember they are
Franchise
inside the same.
versus franchise.
Yeah, but remember it
Lord
all.
of the Rings versus 2 Clerks.
No, it's the whole View Askew universe. They're all tied together.
No, I'm saying the franchise. No, I'm not putting the Hobbits in there.
Mallrats.
That's how franchises work.
Okay, Dogma.
No, it's not.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, they're all part of the same world.
Chasing
I'll tell you,
Amy.
I'm just saying this, Kevin Smith world building. Tolkien likes to write a lot. That's it.
You're talking about the shared universe is a thing, right? Because it's all in his same universe. But the film franchise of Lord of the Rings, that's 3 films. It's 3 films.
Now, you're being revisionist because yesterday you were like, it's 6 films with a Hobbit, but then you were like, wait, those 3 films were not very fun to watch and very long, so you've taken those away. You have to take the good with the bad, is all I'm saying.
Sweet
For
and
every
sour.
Clerks,
You're
we also
changing
have
the
yoga
narrative
hosers.
here.
For every Clerks, we also have yoga hosers, unfortunately, right? And Tusk.
I was just gonna say yoga hosers.
Not in the same universe though, so we're fine.
Oh, it does not? It's not the same universe? I think
Bullshit! You can be.
We don't know. We don't know for sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it's in the same.
We're
universe.
talking out of our ass right now.
Definitely is, yeah.
Well, I
Is
think
it
we got a
though?
clear
I don't think it
concise-
is because I think the girls are in Clerks too, but they're not in it as them. Maybe they are the Canadian Clerks. I don't think they're the Canadian
I
Clerks.
don't know,
The
actually.
original argument
Chad will know.
was, are the 3 Lord of the Rings movies better than the 2 Clerks movies? And guess what?
No.
Kevin Smith agreed.
The original argument was, is Lord of the Rings, the whole thing, better than Clerks? Just the
Yeah.
first movie. Which is such an absurdist argument, but I'm glad we're still having it. We ask the tough questions on
We
this
do,
show.
we do.
Kind of funny morning show. And guess what,
Titan
Greg?
Matrix says no. View Askew or universe ended after Clerks 2. Now the reboot of Jay and Silent Bob will be in there, but
Fantastic.
cool.
Well, there you go. We have the answer. Clerks is better. 2
final tips came in, then we're gonna get out of here. Red Rising 95 gave a tip and said, at what level for Extra Life will we get Nick to do a Tony Robbins style seminar giving people terrible life advice?
Oh, I do that every day on the show.
Exactly.
You don't have to
Peppermint
get
Rhino
into
gave a
that.
tip and said, you guys rock. Greg, get that fucking Phantom Pain Platinum for the love of fuck. Nick, you're a sexy man beast. Please give Janina a Shiva blast for me.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
What's a Shiva?
There are, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
It's from the fucking show, the League.
10 points.
Okay.
It's the League, man. You ever watch the League?
Were you on the league, Janina? No, okay.
Doesn't Nick remind you so much of fucking Jason Matsukas? You like the character, like it.
She just went like this and looked away when you said that.
No, you agree. You.
I unfortunately have not watched The League, so I can't render an opinion.
would love
but
it.
I hear that it's hilarious. Okay.
And so many of it is like, you may not understand the sports references, but you'll love just the comedy.
It's just 5 assholes
Yeah.
being assholes to each
And
other.
a bunch of sports cameos. It's cool.
I thought you moved to Hollywood, worked on True Blood,
That's,
did Sleepy Hollow. Now you're gonna retire on this Battlefront 2 money.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Skrilla.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Kind of Funny Morning Show.
There it is.
We're going to break down, get ready for Kind of Funny Games Daily. Nick, do your outro song.
We love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in about 5 seconds for you subscribers. Hang out, and then, of course, come back after Kind of Funny Games Daily. Watch all the streams that we're hosting, and 10 a.m. tomorrow Pacific time, West Coast, Best Coast. We'll be back for more shenanigans. I love you all. I'll see you soon.